So this one...
Wait, we got a game.
Oh, we got a game. Okay.
Stop talking.
Stop the bear train. We're on round 3 with Dason and Lance.
This is our ultimate round.
Yep.
Barometrics.
Barometrics. That's right. Exactly.
This is so punny.
Oh my god.
What?
Why?
All right, Dason and Lance.
All right.
Now, if we can find out from Jake over the telecom, you know, the computer thing in your ear, what are these two players right now?
I believe they're both 2-0 at the moment. It's almost unbearable. Come on, Jake. We barely started round 3. Let's get on track here.
We've what started round 3?
We need to make some sort of clause.
Oh my god.
Where you cannot make too many bear puns.
Okay, they're both 1-1 here. So we're coming to round 3 featuring a couple of our new different players we haven't seen on camera tonight.
What were their standings?
1-1.
1-1, okay.
Yeah.
So we got 2 islands, 3 islands, Millstone.
Is that it? No.
Is that your...
I can't tell.
Card? I saw the Millstone. He's probably on the mill plan.
If we have a mill deck today, I'm sorry, I'm a little biased. Mill is my favorite way to win in Limited, so I will be cheering for the mill player all day. If you guys don't know at home, and if you're new players, one of the ways that you can win a Magic game is if your opponent tries to draw a card and is unable to because they have no more cards in their deck, you win the game.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! So the way a Millstone deck works...
So Frilled Sea Serpent,
Yep.
2 lands.
Surgemare, that's Surgemare.
Surgemare, Sleep, and Aven Wind.
Aven Wind Guide. Or Aven...
Skipper or something.
Yeah.
It's a flying Aven.
It's a flying Aven. Aven Wind Mage. There it
Mage.
is. Yeah. So we're both on blue decks. So the interesting about blue decks is a lot of them have... in their early turns, kind of dirtily kind of effects in the sense that they're not super aggressive, so they have a lot of defense. Surgemare, however, is a card that very interestingly can both attack and defend.
You know the other good thing about blue decks?
What's that?
Because they're both blue, we only need to keep 1 set of card spoilers available.
That's true. Surgemare will let you kind of loot through your deck if it does any combat damage. And in this case, by pumping Surgemare to become a 2/3, he's able to deal 2 damage and draw a card. However, he does have to discard 1. But it helps you loot through everything you want to do. Artificer makes a 1/1 Thopter token.
Thopter tokens are good. So that is a 1/2 creature with a 1/1 flyer.
Thopter.
So not enough to effectively block the Surgemare.
Yeah.
Because that still attacks as a 2/3 right now.
There's no favorable block for him with the Surgemare.
No, but he does have a 1/1 flyer.
Yes.
So he can start swinging back.
So it looks like Lance decides to play...
Oh, that's not a blue card.
He
ruined my whole thing. Alright. Oh, and these are out of order now. Darn. Okay, can I beat Jake? That's the question. Can we beat Jake? Can we beat Jake? I'm guessing Gargoyle Sun?
No, it costs 2.
Rose Gloves? Rose Gloves, we beat Jake.
Rogue's
Barely.
Gloves. So it looks like anytime combat damage is done by creatures of his turn, he gets his creature essence scattered. But
he can still equip the Surgemare.
Yep. But it has to be combat damage to the player.
He did not equip Surgemare, but he left up mana so he can pump it.
Yes, if needed.
That's what that was. And that would be your 2/1 not bear that can draw cards, I believe.
And I believe Dason played a Millstone?
I believe I am mistaken about what that is. That is actually Scholar of Stars. It is a 3/2 for 4.
Lets you draw a card if you have an artifact in play.
And he did have the Thopter, so he did get to draw.
Is that the Millstone on...
That is a Millstone on Dason's side.
On Dason's side, okay. So I'm sorry, Lance, I'm cheering for the Millstone right now.
I'll pull for you, Lance. Go, Lance. See, the nice thing about this one, neither of us have to worry about crows.
That's true.
So we can just enjoy the whole game.
To be fair, I don't think it's Jake you're beating.
I don't understand that one. Alright, so we've equipped the Surge Mare.
Oh, for finding the card quicker.
Oh. I don't care. I've still counted as a win.
The little wins for us in the booth.
Yep.
So it looks like Dason is doing a pretty good job of clogging up the board right now.
So that would be the
Exclusion Mage. He bounced the Surge Mare to his hand. It's a great tempo play for 3.
I keep wanting to call it a Mana War.
It's kind of like a Mana War.
Yep.
That rogue horse was wearing gloves, but it's not wearing them gloves no more. Looks like he gets to play the Sea Serpent, right?
Frilled Sea Serpent.
Yeah. It's a really large card that actually can be unblockable if Lance is able to get one more in land.
A 4/6, he needs 7 for that.
Yeah.
So.
If Dason actually, I see a switcheroo in Dason's hand, which is huge. So he can actually switch his worst creature. He's going to switcheroo the Thopter generator for the Sea Serpent.
That's a pretty good trade for Dason.
That's a great trade for Dason.
It has summoning sickness.
It has summoning sickness. It just came into play. Yep. Don't worry about it. We got the
Can't
judge
attack
right on
with
it.
the others, though. So that's a 3/2, a 2/2, and a 1/1 all attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Lance looks like he's going to take the block on the 3/2. Wrong graveyard.
Yep.
And he took 3 damage. That's right.
Looks like they're both on mono blue.
Dason definitely seems to have turned to the blue decks. Every time we see him now, he's playing blue.
The glove didn't fit, man. Have a good one, Burn Pit. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Take it easy, Burn Pit. So Surge Mare is back,
Yep.
as is a Mist Caller. Mist Caller, you can sacrifice it if a non-token would enter the battlefield without being cast. It does not. Not really relevant in Limited, but one of those cards they kind of made as an answer for a modern or other format.
Did
He just got the switcheroo back with the Surge, with the Merfolk that returns it. Salvager of Secrets.
Yep.
We've seen that earlier.
He gets to
Do some
switcheroo
good
for the next best creature.
He sure
That
does.
feels good.
Which is probably going to be the Surge Mare right now.
Is that the
That is not the Sphinx, I don't believe. That would be the Aven Wind Mage.
The
that we
Wind
saw
Mage,
earlier.
yeah.
2/2 flyer.
for 3?
+1/+1 whenever its controller casts an instant or switch.
It blocks the Thopter in the air, so there's a chance that Dason might want to just take it with his switcheroo.
What do you give, though? The Exclusion Mage?
Yeah, it's just a
It
2/2 on
already
the
did
ground.
what it does?
Yeah, it's a 2/2 on the ground.
Are you at all upset that Dason has not used the Millstone?
Yes,
Okay.
incredibly. But you can't see it right now. It's not upset, Andy. I'm just
Okay.
disappointed.
Disappointed, that's a better word. Okay. We'll have to talk with Dason's dad about this.
To be fair, Dason has been able to cast Switcheroo every turn, so I'm not disappointed at that.
Slightly better use of mana?
Yeah. The mage should have Summoning Sickness. Yep.
Okay, they caught that.
And we'll see if he's actually going to come in with the Serpent. He does not.
Just the 1/1.
Okay. He's still 1 short, or 2 short from making the Serpent unblockable, too.
Lance getting tired of Dason taking his best creatures. Plays a Djinn of Wishes.
Ooh, that card is bonkers good.
Oh, yeah. Let's see some wish counters. There we go.
Not only is it a great card to begin with, a 4/4 flyer for 5, you get 3 wishes, and it's a huge flavor win.
Yeah.
The Djinn of Wishes lets you wish cards to the top of your deck.
I don't see a lamp in the art, though.
I don't. He's coming out of the lamp.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Alright, so
Is the
that
Djinn of
card-
Wishes the card that Djinn that comes out of Aladdin's lamp?
Alright, I know why they put Dason on camera. He just played 2 of this card.
He's got Psychic Corrosion on there?
2 of them.
No, so whenever he draws, his opponent mills too.
And a millstone on the board.
I like it. I like it a lot. What else is great is both players are playing blue.
So this is right up your alley.
This is right up my alley. And the fun part about this is when you're actually in this playing a mill deck sort of thing, you get to in limited you get to see a whole bunch of cards that your opponent does not get to cast. Essentially, not only are you actually working towards a win condition, but because you only have X amount of threats in your limited deck, watching someone mill it away is one of the best feelings ever.
Now, I am going through this blue spoiler right now looking for something. I will let you know once I'm done.
Sure. Looks like Dason picked up his... Okay, so there's 4 cards milled off the top there. What did he play there? Is that Anticipate? Or no? What did he just draw? He drew 3 cards, so is that 12? 3 cards is 12 more cards off the top of Lance's deck. Lance is on Sift. So he gets to draw 3, discard 1 himself.
Which triggered the Psychic Corrosion 3 times.
Yep. So that's 12 cards off the top, plus the 4 from his draw. So that was 16 cards this turn, and we've at least hit 7 turns, so that's 23, 20. So Lance basically has 1 more turn.
I think Lance threw the towel in.
Yep, he milled the whole thing away.
They switcherooed the creatures back over to the side so we could shuffle them in.
Yep.
Alright, so now that game's over.
I've got a huge smile on my face. I'm telling you, this is my favorite way to win. And in Corset is one of the few places that you can actually have mill. The last time we saw mill viable in a limited format was Origins, which is the last Corset.
Okay.
It was kind of a Sphinx's Revelation deck kind of deal.
Very strong card.
Yep. So it's a way to win, and you have to respect it when you play.
Tutelage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, not Revelation, Tutelage. That's what it was. But yeah, you have to respect it as a way to win. Millstone seems like the most common thing that you would worry about, but honestly, it's the enchantments that get you. Psychic Corrosion that we saw, and also...
the Millstone doesn't contribute to anything else. It's 2 cards every time you use it.
It's steady.
The enchantment turns every one of your draw spells into a mill spell.
Exactly.
So that's pretty brutal.
And also the Patient Rebuilding spell at rare just mills 3 off the top no matter what. It's really, really strong.
So while they were playing, what I was searching for in the blue spoilers, would you care to guess how many blue bears are in Corset 2019?
Blue bears?
Blue bears. I'm testing Alex here. The eyes have come off. The glasses have come off, and he's rubbing his eyes. So, how many bears do you think there are in mono blue? I will talk
Give me
about
like a minute.
You just think about it.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure I know your answer once, if they're good or bad bears. I'm pretty sure I know. I'm pretty sure you're going to say they're good bears.
I don't think there are any bears.
Alright.
Because they have to cost 2. One of the bears you're thinking of costs 3.
I just told you, I'm pretty sure you're going to say they're good bears. So there are good bears.
Okay.
Alright, so you think about that. We got 3 islands, Essence Scatter, Psychic Corrosion, Sift, and a Surge Mare.
I like this already.
That's a good hand.
That's a good hand. What else is a 2/2? 2.
Alright, I'm going to answer this so that we can watch our game. Departed Deckhand. Is it
that's a great bear.
2/2? That's
a great
about what
bear.
I thought.
Yeah. It's a 2 mana. Oh, it's 2 mana?
2 mana, 2/2.
Dang, that is a good bear.
It's the only bear blue has.
That's a good bear.
Alright, Jake, good bear.
We're going to run out of bears in 2019 pretty soon.
We got 3 months.
Departed Deckhand is a good bear.
It is.
It is a good bear. It's a bear with upside. I know what bear is the one I wanted to ask you about, too. It's the green bear. It's the 2/2 with Vigilance. Is that a good bear, or is that just a bear?
2/2 Vigilance does not feel like it's enough to get it into the good bear side.
I think that's kind of like the edge of our good bear, bad bear matchup.
I think 2/2 Vigilance is kind of like... It's on the balance beam in the middle.
Okay.
Because I like having Vigilance, but it's not enough to get it over there. So it feels like Rabid Bite just came over and pushed it onto the bad bear side. Because Rabid Bite's a bully.
Right.
So...
All right, let's see the name of
I would
this.
put that on Bad Bear.
Bad Bear. Okay, so we got the Greenwood Sentinel is Bad Bear.
All right.
Okay.
So Lance turn 2 Surge Mare.
Yep.
Dason with his own Surge Mare.
Both Surge Mares very good at drawing cards, but if they just look at each other, they will do nothing.
Nothing.
They can bounce off each other all day. 0/5s.
I'm
Perfect
guessing
for Dirtling.
there's the Aven Wind Keeper.
Yep.
I'm guessing these guys were drafting at different tables.
Very possibly, yeah. Well, it's possible they were on the same one too, because when we saw there were so many black cards coming into David and Mike's pool that it's possible that the reason why we didn't see specifically blue cards is because these two might have been taking them all.
Okay. So there's a mist
Caller.
Yep.
So one of the things about blue in this set is generally blue is considered a non-aggressive, kind of dirtily kind of thing. It's you wait to control certain things. Ooh, that
very timely cancel.
Yeah.
Very, very timely.
It takes care of 6 mill triggers there. Is that a switcheroo?
That is a switcheroo on Lance's side.
On Lance's side. I like that we're seeing some of the mirror pieces. So, blue is generally a dirtily color, but in Core 19, I think it's flexible enough that blue can become an aggressive deck.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a bunch of 3/2 flyers, that you basically have Delvers, and Delvers can be very aggressive in the air, and blue can capitalize that way.
There's Surge Spanner to get back to Sift. Or Salvager of Secrets to get back to Sift.
Yep.
Lance keeping the pressure with his 2/3 flyer?
3/2.
3/2.
Yep.
Here comes the Thopter, so that will put a stop to the free attacks.
Yep, at least for a turn.
Or it will not.
Oh,
wait, no, that's non-tokens. So it stops collected company, but I do not believe it stops the Thopters. And I think they might be allowing him to take that back. New set, everybody's learning it, and that's the kind of play that you're not going to do unless you misunderstand the card.
So it looks like Dason is just going to chump block here, just buying himself more time to hopefully mill Lance out. And that's what kind of a mill deck does, is you're just trying to buy as much time as possible to mill your opponent out.
Just try not to die, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there's the Exclusion Mage bouncing the flyer.
Buys him another turn. That means it's another draw trigger for him. And Dason is just happy to sit back.
Yeah.
Because you're the mill deck. You just don't want to die.
This is the game he signed up for when he sat down.
Exactly. Looks like he's going to Essence Scatter the Wind Guide. Is that the Departed Deckhand?
There's
Good
the
bear. Good bear.
Good bear.
Good bear. Alright, so that's a draw, so Lance has to mill too.
Lost the Divination. I don't think he's too upset about losing Divination.
Yeah, drawing extra cards versus the mill deck's not great.
Sift is another 6.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a Sift trigger, 3 draw triggers. That's 12 cards. They're on turn 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 19 plus a 7, 20. So Lance has less than 15 cards left in his deck.
I don't know. I stopped doing math a while ago.
Yeah, so I think Dason is basically 5 turns away from just naturally milling him with the Psychic Corrosion.
Looking at the shadows on their decks, Lance's deck has a much smaller shadow.
Yeah, this is true. He's going to
swapping
switch
for the Surge Mare.
Yep.
And now he's going on the attack. Looks like he activated the Surge Mare.
Yep,
so
looking to draw some cards.
2/5 or 2/3.
Dason happy just to trade off whatever cards he can and chump block just to stay alive, as we said. Any major draw spells, too, will accelerate this timeline much further.
Which is why Millstone alone is nice, but having that enchantment, like you said, is what's going to turn it into a winning strategy.
Dason playing a Drake, just representing another threat in the air to block, basically. So if something big through the air comes.
Now, with that Departed Deckhand, though, he can make unblockable creatures.
Yes. However, if Dason targets the Departed Deckhand with anything, Lance will have to sacrifice it. And Dason will Essence Scatter that next creature coming in.
Which was the Spirit Lord.
Yep. It looks like he'll take 2. Mill Lance for 2.
Supreme Phantom. Which Lance definitely would have wanted on the board.
Ooh, looks like Dason is just slamming right now. Is that a serpent? I believe so. The frilled sea serpent.
Seems right.
And I believe he has a Scholar of the Stars as his last card in hand. He won't be able to draw anything because he does not have a artifact.
Jake with the timely camera swap for us.
Yep, Exclusion Mage.
And Dason timely tilted the card up once we moved the camera. So there's an attack with both.
Making the Surge Mirror unblockable.
So he got to loot 1, and he dealt 4 damage.
Mm-hmm. Dason draws. I believe Lance, Lance will mill the 2.
That deck is thin.
That he must be under. He's single-digit cards at this point.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There is no shadow right now.
Dason has 2 Scholars.
Gin of Wishes, just mocking Lance right now.
That's the last card in deck. And Lance has no way to win this turn, I don't believe.
Lance does not lose when Dason mills the deck and can't mill. He loses on his next turn when he tries to draw a card.
He loses on Dason's turn because he's going to have to try and draw a card. Oh.
Dason mills. He does not force him to draw.
Oh.
Now, Surge Mirror, if that's mandatory, he loses on the Surge Mirror trigger.
Yeah, but I think he sees the writing was on the wall and scoops him up.
Surge Mirror is optional, so yeah, he lost on his draw step. Very well played by Dason.
I love it. The mill player won. I am a happy camper.
You have made Alex's night.
Yep, and I think we'll see if he's going to join us after, but I get a feeling if he does, he'll have a big smile on his face.
Dason gets to shout into the mic with us. I'm pretty sure he wants to join us.
Yeah. Could you say that again, Jake?
Lance, that was a very good effort from you.
Oh, Lance won.
You say what?
Oh.
Did Lance
I
have
had
the mana
Dason
to
at
pump
6.
it twice?
I'm sorry.
The life total was a little off.
Yeah. So he actually made the Surge Mirror unblockable and then came in for 4.
Right. Our life total, we thought Dason was at 6, but if that was lethal, that was lethal.
Yeah.
Perfect timing by Lance.
Oh, yeah. Actually, no, the Spirit couldn't be blocked, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 6. That's right. Oh, wow. Okay.
Well,
there we go. That's
good.
wrong with me. Yeah. I'm so sad now.
This is why you should never concede.
I know.
Make them beat you.
Yeah, that was the last card in the deck, too. Wow. He switcherooed into those... Yeah, that's awesome, actually. Because there's no way for Dason to target the
deckhand.
The deckhand.
Well, switcheroo.
Uh-huh.
I believe exchange control of 2 target creatures.
He switcheroo to get the Surge Mirror, right? Did he kill him with Dason Surge Mirror?
Switcheroo does target, yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't switcheroo his deckhand. He switcherooed a different creature to get...
Yeah, the deckhand came out after the switcheroos were done.
Yeah. And then he made the Surge Mirror unblockable. That's cool.
So the race is on for game 3.
Yep.
Is this every match we've watched tonight went to 3 games? Round 2 did. No, round 1, David was able to take it in 2.
Yep.
I believe.
So Dason has 4 lands.
Millstone.
Yep. The Scholar.
Surge Mirror and...
The Scholar.
Okay.
So...
Well, what's the card at the back, though?
I don't know.
Horizon... Oh! The mirror image.
Mirror image, yeah. He can make a copy of his Surge Mirror if he wants to.
Yeah.
So he can curve in, actually. This is actually a kind of a aggressive hand here. Looks like Lance mulled to 6.
2 lands, Aven Wind Guide, Exclusion Mage, Supreme Phantom, and the middle one, Mistcaller.
Okay. So he also can curve in as long as he can pick up a land off the top.
That's playable. And if he hits that Phantom, the Supreme Phantom, that could be very good once he gets the deckhand. So there's the Mist Caller. Supreme Phantom made it down while Dason was tapped out.
Yep.
So now all of his other spirits will be +1/+1.
Millstone comes in.
Lance also has a flying threat now, which doesn't really care about the surge.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. Blue can actually be a very aggressive deck in M19. If it curves out correctly, surge between Surge, Mirror, and any of the 3/2 flyers, which there are a bunch. If your opponent doesn't have answers for flyers, it can start being a lot of damage real quick.
We also saw last night during Standard that Mark with his mono blue flyers deck, it was already a pretty aggressive deck, and now we're seeing a few new tools in the core set. So coming in with the flyers for 4.
Even the Djinn of Wishes might be good in Mark's deck.
Yeah.
Give him a little more card draw as well.
And that was one of the things that we were noticing when he was playing.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Lance is able to get his 4th land.
Another Surge Mare.
Yeah, those Surge Mares stacking up are really hard to deal with, and then if they help you start drawing cards, you can fix your hand really nicely.
The key thing about that, you can attack as a 0/5.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need to choose which one you activate so you know which one gets through.
Yep. Being able to manipulate the power and toughness at instant speed are very, very powerful options.
So Dason with 6 mana. He does have cancel in hand.
However, Lance already has like a four creature board. It's
Very-
really hard to deal with.
Very wide board, which...
Yeah. At least until Dason is able to put up a big fat creature, let's say like a frilled sea serpent or something.
Or start exchanging for some of the good creatures.
Right, with Switcheroo or something along those lines. Lance...
Which he just drew.
Okay.
But Lance creating one heck of a clock right now. So...
Here comes that Switcheroo, and Lance is
Lance-
no way.
Very quick with the cancel.
Nuh-uh. Not today.
Don't even show me your targets. Just
Yep.
don't do it.
Looks like he'll be coming in with the spirits.
Post-combat drop in a deckhand.
Yep.
Alright, so we might be getting Lance back here.
Yeah, looks like it.
Dason will have to aloha by himself out there. And
Shows how much we know sometimes.
right? There's
Yeah.
a reason I'm over here giving the dope commentary.
Right?
And you are critiquing bears, and they're out there playing.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's the Thopter. A little bit too late now that we have the deckhand to make the other creatures unblockable, though.
Interesting enough, if Dason has anything that can target the deckhand, he has to sacrifice it, so...
Well, I see a cancel and a Salvager of Secrets, maybe? No, Frilled Serpent.
So it looks like Lance is going to try and get in with the flyers and make one of his creatures unblockable.
He made the Supreme Phantom unblockable, so I believe. Or he's indicating that's the only one that can be blocked.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a hit for 5.
Dason's down to 2.
Milling him all the way down.
Hey, you got to go down swinging. Yeah, so it looks like, unless Dason can pull an answer, yep,
Yeah.
that's it. We will be getting Lance in here.
Well played.
Yeah, this mono blue mirror, man. Crazy.
And you had 2 completely different strategies in the blue decks.
Yeah.
You had Lance.
Lance with a
eschewing-
flying creature strategy.
Yeah.
Yep.
With control and some card draw. And Dason, heavy on the card draw.
Yep.
With a clog the board mill.
Yep.